The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
It's time for a crunch or two. It's time for a little something something. It's time for the Snack Authority. The Snack Authority. The authority on snacks. Snacks of all kinds. From the most common and wildly famous to the most obscure and unknown. The Snack Authority. Snacking all the time so you don't have to.
Hello and welcome back to the Snack Authority, broadcasting live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café. The Snack Authority is a weekly podcast where we dig into the history, taste, and flavor of local snacks, national favorites, and yes, even some bizarre international or limited edition treats, alone or in head-to-head battles. My name is Jess, and with me is my expert panel of snackers, Dave.
I'm ready.
And our Ed.
This is exciting today.
Yeah.
Actually quite is. We have Pickle Rick Pringles, which is great.
Yeah, who even knew it was a thing? I just happened to be in the supermarket. I saw these and I said, we got to have them.
We gotta.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty.
You're a fan.
I am a fan.
I watch it a little. I'm not a huge fan. You're a huge fan. Ed Sullivan doesn't even know what it is.
Couldn't pick them out of a lineup.
So that's good. So we have each aspect of this because somebody who's a huge fan may end up liking it better simply because the name is on the box.
Right.
I'm particular about snacks, but I will say this show is so painfully funny. I have had to actually stop watching it and then rewind a little bit. But I will level with you. There's a good chance I'm not going to like it because there's a little bit of mustard something in it.
Yeah, I'm not a big pickle fan in general, but we'll see how pickly they are.
So I wonder, is it a sour pickle or is it a dill pickle?
I would have assumed that Pickle Rick would have been a dill pickle, but
He
it looks like
looks-
he may be a sweet pickle.
Do you think he's a dill on the picture, the cartoon?
There's
I don't get enough of sweet pickles. Like only maybe in the holidays or something, there's a little pickle tray or something out, and
like
and then they disappear. And I
bread
never
and
see
butter
them.
pickles.
Yeah.
The issue is they put the mustard seeds in it, and I can taste it. I can smell it from a mile away.
Really?
Really, really.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit more. Jess, you know this, but the audience may not. Rick and Morty's a collaboration with Adult Swim.
Yes.
And Adult Swim is the adult-oriented nighttime programming block on the Cartoon Network.
Big fan.
Did you know, after its third season, Rick and Morty was rated #1 comedy across all of television with young adults?
Wow,
It's
no, I
hysterical.
didn't.
And older adults.
Bigger than Family Dad, bigger than...
This is what it says according to the Nielsen ratings.
Painfully funny.
Yeah. I mean, the show, as you guys know... and-
Family Dad.
It's good.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
And American Dad. I just did a senior moment there
Yeah.
where
It was
I
cute,
mixed
though.
two.
Well, it could be brilliant crossover episode or
Yes.
something.
Look at
You know?
you.
So the show follows the adventures of an eccentric scientist, Rick, and his grandson, Morty, as they travel to infinite and different dimensions.
Yes.
Now, this special edition that we're going to sample, it's been around for a while. They introduced it during the second quarter of the Super Bowl. So it's been a month or two, couple months.
Yeah, because I see 2020 on it, so it's pretty new, but okay.
Yeah.
That
And
Super Bowl was early February.
yeah, we've talked a lot about Pringles before, but as you may remember, they were developed by Procter & Gamble, who wasn't really big into food, I don't think, at the time. Introduced in
They're
1960.
scientists, too.
Yeah. Well, this is Pringles are kind of like a science project. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And they were originally introduced in 1967, but didn't become available nationwide until 1975, and did not go international until 1991. And across the world over time, there have been about 150 varieties
Wow.
of Pringles.
Oh, we should have a contest, name them all.
Yeah.
Name them all.
Well, as you know, once these things go international, often then they'll tailor them to individual tastes in different
This is
markets.
something
Right.
I'm surprised. I see at airports all the time. Pringles
Pringles?
cans everywhere.
You know, you could stick it in a bag and they're not going to get as beat up as potato chips.
I guess that
You
does
know,
make
they
sense.
make
That's
the
the reason.
snack size servings.
Because potato chips in a tube.
This isn't the snack size serving.
No. Well, we'll see. Maybe it will be.
I did lie to you though. These are dill because there's dill extract in them, but there's also mustard extract.
You can smell the dill for
Oh,
sure.
wow.
That was quite
That
a reaction.
slapped me right in the face.
Yeah.
That's the strength of that dill. All right.
Slap you with a pickle.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going to sample it. That's pretty pickle.
Little salt and vinegar
Yeah.
chip thing happening, right?
And, you know, just most pickling spice is going to have some mustard seed in it.
This isn't as bad as I thought it would. And this is the only thing I've ever eaten with mustard in it, and I knew it was in it. That I'm not sick over it.
Yeah, I mean, when they take pickling spice, it'd be the whole mustard seed. So you really just kind of, that's leaching into the pickling liquid. It's not a strong flavor that'll come through.
It's not
Very
not bad.
salt and vinegar potato chip tasting.
Definitely tastes like a pickle.
But you can pick up the dill for
Yeah.
sure in there.
I don't.
I
hate
like
them.
it.
I'm not offended by it, and I'm not a big pickle fan.
I like pickles.
I love pickles.
Well, because you're
Yeah.
8 months pregnant now.
Almost 8 months pregnant, but I do love pickles.
Dave, I say hold the pickle, hold the lettuce.
You do.
Never.
Lettuce is such a waste.
I love lettuce in something. It's a fresh bite.
Yeah, it usually gets too warm from the burger, and then it gets
soggy
soggy.
and-
And
My burgers don't last that long.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Have you had the pickles and ice cream thing? Pickles and ice cream. That was an old pregnancy thing.
Separate.
Yeah, they always talked about that's the craving that they point to.
I've eaten a lot of ice cream and I've eaten a lot of pickles.
So
Envision a bowl of vanilla ice cream and this chip, and you use it as a dip.
You think that I wouldn't do that on a regular basis? I would do it.
although Pringles
Professional.
aren't the best dipping choice, they don't have a good structure for dippability.
There is a Pringles rigid now.
I
Right.
like that word.
And
I didn't like those as much. Pringles, the wavy ones, remember?
Yeah.
Babies, yeah.
I think we tried the jalapeno.
Was that the wavy ones we tried?
Yeah.
I didn't
There was
like
a cheddar one and a jalapeno one, I think. And yeah, I mean, they probably hold up better to a dip.
I like Pringles on their own.
Jess, I have some Pringles news.
Oh, gosh.
And you remember way back, like last week, when we had some Flux chips?
Yes.
My memory goes that
Chicken
far.
skins. Go back. Check that one out.
Turns out Pringles has a new chicken and waffles chip
Oh, that sounds good.
that combines sweet and savory. It's been spotted recently at Dollar General stores, so we'll see if it's specific to them or if it rolls out nationwide. And usually you see a lot of comments from Instagram tasters, you know, before the stuff is generally available in the market.
Which we would like to be one of them, so send us your stuff.
Absolutely. One such taster said, there's a very faint smell of maple syrup and they have a very dull chicken flavor to them.
That's how you're gonna sell people on that chip because nobody wants to eat a full-on chicken chip.
Well, we did it.
We did it.
I mean, it's kind of
We can
one of
never
the
undo it.
sacrifices we make, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But I mean, I think the idea of sweet and savory together has always been very popular. I think that's going to be a home run no matter what. Put maple syrup on, a mud pie, and I'd probably eat it.
Not a big deal up here in the north, chicken and waffles.
No.
But down south, you see it everywhere. And I've partaked in it. Have you done it?
Yeah, I liked it. I wasn't sure how I'd
Yeah.
feel. I'm not huge on waffles or maple syrup, but
Yeah.
it was one of those combinations that just kind of worked.
Well, the maple syrup typically is sugar water. It's not really maple syrup. We're here in New England where there's real maple syrup. And to be honest with you, I like the fake stuff better than the real stuff
No,
anyway. I
seriously?
do. Yeah.
Gee whiz.
I find if you're going chicken and waffles, I like a fried chicken with some spice to it, so
Like
the
a cayenne
spicy
spice?
and the sweet, it
That sounds
goes
good.
nice together.
Is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be boneless chicken, like boneless fried chicken, or bone in?
No, usually it is bone in, like a chicken breast, but I've seen it made both ways. Certainly more convenient
When it's
to be able
boneless,
to just cut through it, grab a little waffle.
sounds really good, actually.
How somebody's making a waffle sandwich with chicken inside, right? One of the big chains or something.
man.
is
I
doing-
believe so.
Yeah, I don't know if that's KFC or one of those
eat that.
guys.
Well, makes sense, right? You
Yeah.
could just put a little maple syrup in there.
Yeah.
Tony makes our breakfast sandwiches every morning. He's like, "Do you want it on a waffle?" I'm
Huh.
like, what is this you talk about?
Yes. Can you do that? Yes, I do.
You can
He's
do
a
that.
genius. He's so
Right.
smart.
Well, here's some, I would say, long overdue news. There's going to be a new kind of candy. Kool-Aid candy.
Oh, yeah?
Hot, like a hard candy that has a Kool-Aid flavor?
Well, the Kool-Aid brand is owned by Kraft Heinz, and they got together with a novelty candy maker called Hilco Corporation. And they're working to launch novelties featuring the iconic beverage character.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And those will be around in Christmas of this year. The items include branded candy canes, tube toppers filled with gummies, and branded books filled with candy.
Boy, I would
sounds
like
pretty
a
good.
candy cane instead of being minty, crappy minty flavored candy cane. A Kool-Aid flavored one?
be
Oh, my
delicious.
God. Sign me up.
I might be okay, huh? And they'll also be introducing Kool-Aid candy bags, which hold triangular packs filled with tropical punch, grape, and cherry granules. Right? So,
Like pixie sticks?
yeah.
Oh, I'd try that. That sounds good.
So speaking of Adult Swim, Rick and Morty, when you watch Adult Swim, you'll see the Kool-Aid Man is used an awful lot on
cartoons.
On cartoons.
Really?
That they have him crashing in through the wall. Oh yeah! All of a sudden, out of middle of
You
nowhere.
watched that Family Guy episode, didn't
Family
you?
Guy.
Yeah.
They use him all the time.
Huh.
So he's somebody, and I think young people know the Kool-Aid Man, and
Right.
us old dudes.
Right. So he's not been out of work then. He's
Yes.
just
No,
making
he's
guest
not.
appearances.
Yeah, and now he's now they're going to sell him.
Do you think he's typecast at this point?
Oh,
Or,
yeah.
Forever, he just go through a wall. That's
Yeah.
all he can do.
If he didn't, I think we'd be concerned and say, "Who are you?"
But that'd take a toll over time, just busting through walls.
To a
and
glass
that's-
pitcher filled with liquid?
Yeah.
He's been doing it since the '60s, right?
He must have at least a lot of chips.
Right.
You know?
I don't know why he doesn't just say, "Oh no," instead.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Oh,
That was Bill,
Oh, yeah, Mr. Bill.
Mr. Bill. Oh no, Mr.
Oh, I
Bill.
have a Mr. Bill book at home.
Yeah,
It has a tear out red vinyl thing you can put in your record player. to
Saturday
play
Night
along.
Live, Mr. Bill.
That was big back in the olden days.
And now it's all about Rick and Morty and the Pringles pickle.
The
Rick.
show, I still have dill in my mouth. I can still taste dill.
And that's a positive or negative.
I'm not hating it.
We call that a long finish.
Yeah.
When you have a snack and the flavor stays with you for a long time, it's a long
it
finish.
lingers.
It's a very long finish.
And sometimes very good.
I
don't
gotta
mind
say,
it.
even though I'm not a pickle person, I'd give this a thumbs up. I mean, I'm not going to go pick this one
No.
as a flavor, but if they're around,
I would buy it.
You would buy it.
Yes, because I'm a salt and vinegar guy
Yep.
too, and I have it in here to a lighter degree where I don't feel like it's burning the roof of my mouth and
There's no sharp
yeah.
pain feeling.
It like you had said earlier, it's good if it's subtle,
Right.
whatever the flavors. When they overdo it, then that's when it gets crappy.
That's interesting that you say that because this is very, very strong dill flavor to me. And it's
Really?
very light on the salt. And I think it's the salt that bothers you because that's why salt and vinegar chips are so painful.
All right,
Pow.
maybe Kellogg's in the back of this. Kellogg's Family Rewards. Kellogg's has something to do with this,
Oh, let's see.
and it looks some Hebrew writing there, so it must be
Yeah.
kosher.
Huh.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't know. I don't
No.
know what. I
Yeah.
don't want to make a commitment.
Kellogg's acquired Pringles in 2012.
All right.
So they're a part of the Pringles world.
Right.
Family.
And they're working with Rick and Morty, and they got a thumbs up from me too.
The commercial for this was silly. I thought it was actually an episode. I got excited and I went, wait a second. Why are there Pringles? It was good. If you guys ever have an idea of a snack we should dig into, an idea of anything we should be trying or comparing against each other, please contact us at thesnackauthority@gmail.com. Please let your snack eating friends know about us, share, subscribe to us, give us a 5-star rating. For the guys here and myself, farewell, Solania.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.